Hey Pisces, welcome back to my channel. This is your September 2018 reading. This is for all Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If the energy does not resonate with you, please check out your rising and your moon sign. Okay, Pisces, before I get into the cards, I want to tell you what I was picking up psychically. I feel like some of you are feeling restricted or want to be in a space where you're keeping to yourself. Some of you may be in tight spaces and feeling closed off. I'm getting a sense of being angry this month. Really, really edgy this month, and people should kind of stay out of your way. You're very sensitive. You're going within to do a lot of inner work, and it's uncomfortable for you. You're working on a lot of stuff and you need the space to do that. You're protecting your space fiercely. I can see like, you ever see like a house, and out front of the house you see a dog on a chain and they're just barking really viciously and they're protecting their space. So I feel like as long as this whoever it is or people or anybody just stays out of that space, they're okay. But if you antagonize this dog, you're going to get bit. And I kind of feel like that's what's going on with you. I kind of feel like this is a breaking point for you right now. You could easily lose your temper. If you're not poked, if you're not prodded, if nobody provokes you, you're going to be okay. And because you're kind of at this point where you're like, well, what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose? If I'm going to get, you keep poking a lion, the lion will strike. And I feel like this is where you're at. I do feel like that this is temporary. I feel like it's going to blow over possibly by October, mid-October. But this is kind of necessary right now. In order for you to work through whatever it is that you need to work through. And so I really feel like you're on the defense, and it is wise and best for people to kind of stay out of your path this month. But whatever it is that you're going through, as uncomfortable as it may appear, it's necessary. I feel like by the end of September, you're going to understand why this was necessary. You isolating yourself and closing yourself off. But I do feel like even though you have this sense of what do I have to lose, I do feel like you have a lot more at stake than you are aware of. So just keep that in the back of your mind and try to maintain some sense of balance so you don't lose it, you don't snap on anybody, because I feel like if there's a time of the year at all this year that you could have done it, now's the time. Even though it may not seem like it seems like whatever happened in the past was the time. No. I feel like what's coming, the energy that's coming for you could be that breaking point, and it could be something as small as misplacing an item. I mean, really, I know that's a little far-fetched, but I'm just saying in comparison to what has taken place, it's not going to take much for you to just finally break. But they're showing me a dam, with when the wall breaks and then the water starts flooding through. I feel like this break is necessary. I feel like whatever you have built up, the dam needs to break, and that's what I'm seeing. So once it does, there's a release. Once that release happens, there's a flow, a much even more tempered flow. Okay, so let's shuffle your cards and see what I can pick up through the tarot. But that's what I was getting intuitively for you. So, all right, Pisces, let's see what's going on with you. You've been through so much, Pisces. Jeez. Just when you thought you couldn't take any more, right? I feel like the dam is going to break. You could be getting epiphanies, things making sense. But there's a sense of release that needs to happen. There's something that needs to be released. Some sort of energy that's pent up, for sure. But you're doing a lot of isolating, and I'm not so sure it's healthy, but it's probably wise. Just so Just so you don't snap on anybody. Yeah, you may be tied down into something that is really uncomfortable. Could be confined spaces. I'm hearing shackled. Let's see. All right, Pisces, September 2018. You can fast forward through this part if you'd like, because I'm just going to be shuffling if you don't like to hear the shuffle of the cards. All right, Pisces, September 2018. The Fool. Nine of Swords. The Devil. Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Ooh, Knight of Swords. Sheesh. All right, Pisces. The King of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. See? Wow, that's wild. Okay, so we've got the Two of Wands here. All right, at the bottom of the deck. Right in the center is the Eight of Swords. That's the isolation. It's there. It's grounding this reading. You know, feeling confined, needing to feel confined. So I feel like somebody's going to come in pretty quickly and say something. This is where I'm thinking that, and it could be an air sign, Libra, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Some of you may be dealing with a Sagittarius. This is very toxic too, okay, with the Devil here. Okay. I think you've been given an opportunity to start over, to go on a new journey, you know, start a new journey. And there's a lot of anxiety surrounding this. This is almost like hitting the reset button is what it feels like to me. And I feel like I think there's confusion here, and I think this is why you're isolating yourself, because it feels like there's an attachment here, some sort of unhealthy attachment, and needing to make a decision to leave that alone. For some, this could be a dependency issue. Feeling dependent, codependent on something. Could be a relationship, could be alcohol, drugs, a job, whatever. Feeling codependent. Excuse me. And even though I'm seeing a lot of offers being made to you, for you to become more stable, I'm seeing you closing yourself off, staying away from everybody, isolating yourself, and really dwelling on how to start over again. But this doesn't feel comfortable for you. This is definitely uncomfortable. And I really feel like the isolation, even I never tell anybody to isolate themselves, but I feel like for you, Pisces, this month it's a good idea, because it's going to help you get clear thoughts. It's going to help you get grounded. I feel like you need this resting period. I feel like this is a time where, you really have to take your time. You really have to take your time and heal. I think that whatever has caused anxiety, you have to settle into this. And you're trying to figure out how to do that. We've got the Two of Wands here. Oh, right underneath that is the Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with a Libra specifically, some of you. And making a decision to stay or go. What path do you want to choose? But you're feeling restricted, so some of you may be trying to leave, okay? You may be feeling trapped. You may be feeling like you're in a confined space, like somebody's hovering over you. This could be a toxic relationship for sure that you're dealing with, and you're really feeling bound to it, and you don't want to be shackled in and trying to figure out how to get the hell out of there. And I feel like you're about to snap if you can't, okay? If somebody's just going to keep making you feel uncomfortable or unworthy or whatever, I feel like you're going to snap. But I'm urging you to keep it together, okay? But I can tell you that at least coming out of September, like I was saying, this is temporary. You should only be feeling this for a very short period of time. But then we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Making this final decision, coming out of this isolated state because you've had to do that. And like I was picking up, coming out of September, going into October, there's going to be a new sense of vitality. Excuse me, a fresh start. You know, I keep having to clear my throat. So I feel like, you know, with this isolation, it may be hard for you to express yourself. I think you may be having a hard time doing that, or speaking. You know, and I'm feeling with this Knight of Pentacles and this King of Pentacles over here, that's a very slow moving energy. It's very slow. And I feel what brought you to this place that you're currently in took time to get there. This is something that built up over a period of time. Yeah, you know, because they're showing me it's like something coming in real slow, you know, and then real fast out of September. Coming in really slow, a pause, out fast. But in this isolated place is where you're going to get more clarity. But you're real edgy while you're there. Okay, let me see what's going on with the Psychic Tarot for the heart and see if I can clear that up a little bit. More advice anyway. Because it seems like your energy is pretty cut and dry. Just like, get away from me. All right, move. Believe and succeed. Choose your battles, for sure. And the solar plexus. And at the bottom, we have heal. Heal, breaking free from these chains. See these chains that are bounding you up? This is a healing process. This is why you're isolating yourself. And I do feel like it has to do with something on an emotional level. See this energy moving, and we got the solar plexus. This is trusting your intuition. You know, sometimes you have to go within, and meditate in order to do that. Some of you may be doing a lot of that. But you need to heal. Whatever happened back here, that was moving really slow, it was hard for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I think coming out of September, you know, with this move and the believe and succeed, you see this ship, they're starting to see that light at the end. It was so dark before they got there. And that's what's going on here. You know, it's really dark. This is dark energy. This is anxiety, worry, feeling depressed, you're not being able to sleep, feeling isolated. And that's this. And when you start coming out of that, you start to see this light. So I really feel like that's what's going on right now, Pisces, is this isolation, feeling edgy, feeling like you've got to go within and do this work, needing to be alone so you can have time to think. But it's going to pay off. Just choose your battle. See, if you got people coming at you, it's even saying here, choose your battles. If you are battling certain thoughts in your head, if there's anything negative like self-sabotaging type of thoughts, that's also a battle you're choosing to have. Okay, so if you have a self-sabotaging belief system, then get rid of it, because it's not going to help. It's not going to help get you out of this. You need to uplift yourself right now. And then we've got the solar plexus. This is trusting your intuition. So whatever decision that it is that you make, it is going to pay off. Okay, you're going to see that towards the end of September. You're going to get a fresh start. You're going to get, and I'm hearing news about something. You may be getting news about something and you can't believe it, but it's coming. So trust your intuition. Whatever decisions that you're needing to make, you're doing the right thing. You're going through a healing process. You do need to be alone right now in order to work through this. But try not to lash out on anybody, because I feel like as you're taking 3 steps forward, lashing out could send you 5 steps back. Okay, so just be mindful of that. But you're starting a new journey. Okay, this is a new karmic cycle. You're in the process of ending an old cycle, beginning a new cycle, and this is why it may feel uncomfortable for you. I hope this made sense, Pisces. You've got angels on your side. Believe it or not, I know you're probably in a place where you're like, yeah, right, but you do. But I'll be back in the mid-months to see how you're progressing. If you would like a personal reading, you can go to www.newagesupply.store. And please remember to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And I will be back. Take care, Pisces.